Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
Man,
what
I'm
up?
keeping it real. What up, Duan?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not
Not
Just
yeah.
Music, where we keep it real and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth, I'm just honest.
All right, here we go, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Just Music Podcast.
Well, we keep it real.
And we keep it honest.
Always.
Another week. Hopefully y'all are blessed and have had a great week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hopefully y'all had a great Thanksgiving. And
everybody.
hopefully it was a great thing to be around family. Take time off from your day-to-day job.
Slow down a little bit if you could.
Do some things that would be beneficial to you and your family, because some of you do have family, some of you don't have family. And if you're in another state, you know, blessings to you. It takes a strong person and individual to, you know, step out on faith and, you know, into your hustle, into your grind, and never let up. You know, you know, you may send a video chat to your fam. You know, speak that way. That's all. You know, that's a beautiful thing too. And you know, we are
always with the ones that, you know, that's lost, missing family members around these times, and people that's locked away. You know, yeah. You know, hearts is always with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And hopefully this weekend, y'all enjoy going into this weekend. This slow Thursday evening, I'm sure. But Friday is tomorrow, and change will come on the weekend. For those that are working on the weekend, I ain't forgot about you. Stay hustling, stay grinding, stay edit, stay consistent, stay safe. And as we talk about staying safe, we will move into this topic of my boy Duan Sanders.
What we got?
A lot of people are up and down about this situation. I understand why some are up and down, and we are here to talk about that today. So the biggest thing, if you do not know who Duan Sanders is one of the great NFL stars, great collegiate stars from back in the 90s. And Duan made a very big move when he came into the NFL. Coming out of Florida State, he made a whole lot of noise. And if you don't know him, you know, it's easy. Google it, look it up. You will definitely find something about Duan Sanders.
Mr. Primetime.
We know him as the man Primetime. Some know him as Dion. Some know him as Prime, as he likes to be called, just Prime. You know, but we all know him. His real name is Duan Sanders. Now, he coached if you didn't know, he was a head coach down at Jackson State University, you know, HBCU down in Mississippi. And when he came on the scene a couple years ago, and you know, he basically turned around the whole entire program, even the whole entire situation with HBCU, period. I mean, to me, he made it be a thing of mainstream, and we never actually got to see HBCU games on a mainstream TV.
And the way he affected those kids, man, in the locker room.
And across the U.S., you know, some colleges, you know, black colleges being detailed, some black colleges didn't respect them, but some did. Because it takes a bold person to, you know, stand up, and especially for the black college world, you know, a lot of, you know, HBCU, you know, attendees and those that have attended, you know, you can attest to what it's like to be at a black college and, you know, go unseen. So he makes this big move. This past weekend they won, you know, they finished the undefeated season. They won the SWAC.
Congratulations.
They won the SWAC 2 years straight, which is a big feat at itself. A lot of people would probably hate on that too, but again, he pulled it off. Now, the biggest thing and the biggest question that a lot of us have come to realize is that why did he leave? And if you didn't know, he left. He basically announced to his team after they won the championships that you know, that he would be moving on.
And video is also viral, so you can go look it up if you want to on YouTube.
Some of you may look at it as, you know, congratulations. This is a big move. But then you have those, you know, the naysays that are like, what are you doing? Why did you do that? And a big piece of this to me is the black community. We've always had a problem with anything, whether if it's positive, whether if it's negative, we're gonna speak on it. For me, I'm gonna give my opinion now. If it's a thing of saying Deion has already understood this level of, football, I mean, not too many people can tell him anything because he's done all levels. One. Two, look at the league that he was in, the NFL. A lot of us hate the NFL now more so these days because the fact of, the bad taste that the NFL has been placing in people's palate. They don't want to hear anything concerning anything that is a black man or a black figure in this sports world now to be looked at the correct way because they feel like, oh, he's selling out. So, to me, is he selling out? No. Not considerably to something that he's already been invested his time into. If he was gonna be a sellout, his time of selling out is already over with. Yeah. So to me, it's a sellout situation. Yeah, slightly, but slightly not, because if we look at it, if he stays in the HBCU world, he's putting HBCU players into the NFL. Same situation. He's going to a college that's predominantly considered white college, but at the same time, he went to Florida State. Yeah. No difference. It's still a Star 5 school where, people aren't, people are going to pay these colleges attention, but to me, more so now, it's a thing of more about Deion versus a thing about players or what he's leaving. But you got to realize, Deion's a man first. He's a great head coach. He did a big thing. Turned around the system, of the way it looked. Now it looks pretty. Yeah. But now that he's leaving, the flack has began. I mean, I'm trying to see where this goes in the next 24, 48 hours. I know it's going to get ugly and uglier. So let me ask this. For those of you out there that have had a problem with this, I've seen some good, I've seen some bad. I'm gonna pull up a couple comments I'm gonna keep some people's names discreet, but I wanted to read, what the goods and what the bads are about what's been going on. Firstly, what do y'all think? How do y'all feel about the situation in Deion? How do y'all feel that this is going to affect the black world, or is this going to? Is it going to affect the black world in a bad way, or is it going to put a good thing out here for us? Because I see this working both ways to me. Either way we look at it, it's gonna look bad and it's gonna look good. Yeah. What do you feel, Q? What do you feel that being a Deion Sanders in today's college football system has changed? Like, tell me what you feel going from a black college moving into a predominantly white college. What do you think this would?
I got a different stance on this one. I feel like it's a great decision for him, because I say mainly when people do things like this, for example, I always look at like you said, he's a man first. I always look at the person. I always look at the character of them. So Deion has always been a guy to stand up for Deion. He stands up for what he believes. So I don't think it's something where he will go to an environment and the environment will change him. Yeah. If anything, he will change the environment. Yeah. It's been proven. So if he has that power or that capability of touching people, even if it's like some might have racism or, not even like black folks or, and he can change a whole culture or a school or just people in general around the community. If he can make them unite and win at the same time and bring positivity and unity, I'm all for it. Because I think that's what is really turning into. He wants to not just touch the black folks. I think he's thinking worldwide now. Like the people. And us as black folks, man, we should clap for him if it's a bigger opportunity and a bigger platform for him to branch out and promote his image, promote what he believes in, promote Deion Sanders the brand. Then I'm all for it, because we should want to see our black men in higher positions, our black women in higher positions. The only problem I would have is if he takes this position and he allows it to change him, which I don't. I have faith that won't happen, but who knows? We don't never know. But based off what I've seen from Deion as the man, as the player, I feel like he will demand respect. That's just how I feel. Anywhere he goes, any locker room, he's not that type. I think you can just push over and influence easily to change up over no money. You get what I'm saying?
So it's so much that can be said about this, man. I gotta find this one.
And let me add also, like, I feel like, sometimes, like I said, we're the people that's speaking on this situation, right? Like the football decisions and the coaching decisions. We don't have experience of what it takes to be a football coach or what goes behind it. True. Some of us never put a helmet on in our life. A football player, we don't know what business decisions and all that takes place behind doors. And we also got to think about his family, his finances, like how will it benefit his family?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we as people want to dictate another man or woman's decision based off a decision that will affect them or their family. And that's not right.
Exactly.
We all have to make decisions based off what will put our families and ourselves in the right position. And another problem I have also is like, with people dictating and having an opinion about decisions that another man or woman makes about a position that could help them or their family members. I feel like us as people, we have no entitlement or no right to dictate on what another man or woman should do to provide or what decision to make that will better him and his family or her family. That's just how I personally feel. Like, us as people, we have a problem with that, and when in reality, we should be worrying about, how can we put ourselves and our families in better positions. That's what it's about. Because if you put me in the same situation, where if it's a decision to put me and my family in the right position or stay in the same position, and I don't have to sell out, he's not selling out. He's just taking a role, bigger role, that will bring probably more to him and his family. Like, you done right, I'll take it. So, long as he ain't selling out, and I compare this to like the Denzel, Remember the Titans. You get what I'm saying? Like, he might have that effect where he can change a community. You get what I'm saying? Like, if it is any negativity in people's hearts, he might be able to touch these people. So it's bigger than football to me, man. It's bigger than that.
All right, now, a lot of us that understand levels in the world of especially football, we really have to understand Deion has been in a position that a lot of these student athletes are and have been. Some people feel like it's a thing of he left these kids hanging. He didn't leave these kids hanging. He was honest with them. He was very transparent with them. He didn't put them in a position where they could lose. He put them in a position where they could win. Yeah. And a lot of people are gonna be upset. I pulled up a couple comments. I got a couple comments I wanna show leak off. Some were good, some were like all over the place, but it's two of them that I felt were worthy of bringing attention to. One of them is, and these are gonna be discreet. I'm not gonna tell who they are. If you figured out who you are, that's fine. But I'm not gonna tell who you are. If you want me to say this is you, you hit me up. Let me know. One of them this one is more so of a defense for Deion. It reads this: half of the MFs talking ish don't know sports, and the other half bitter because of how great he is and how he is deciding to advance his career and life for his own family. How
Beat.
TF you sell out to a school that you helped become champions in under 2 years. You used half your own salary to build locker rooms, practice fields, to get new equipment, etc.
Yep.
And he brought more exposure and endorsements
Yep.
to a failing organization, and let's not mention created opportunities for HBCUs to get televised, and y'all ungrateful
Amen.
dummies mad.
Amen.
Yeah, coach, please leave the black community. No type of support or care whatsoever. And this is telling Dion this is what he should do whatsoever for what you have done. I guess you should just say F your own family and children for the black community. Laugh out loud.
Say that again.
She said, I guess you should just say F your own family and children for the black community. Laugh out loud.
Don't worry about them.
Nothing is never good enough for black people. Hear that again. Nothing is ever good enough for black people. We are the most broke, opinionated
Not
people.
achieving. I dispute that.
we are the most broke, opinionated
I'm feeling
people I've ever seen, and will never stand together due to lack of education, lack of knowledge, and personal opinions and wants. Half you MFs didn't even know what JSU was almost 2 years ago. Now let him would have came and had a losing season. He would have been dragged for that too.
You ain't even gotta read no more, man. That's I'm saying that.
Listen to this last sentence though. It's the last two sentences make sense. It's no win for him when it comes to opinions, but it's definitely a win for him and his family in real life. So keep talking and watch Primetime continue his success, even though his own people is rooting against him. He don't owe y'all entitled blank blank.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Shout out to her.
Some people are for Dion, like I said. Some people are against Dion.
I don't even like, bro. I know you reading the other ones is against him, but I don't like. But we want to hear that opinion. We want to hear that.
You gotta.
We want to hear that.
man.
We want to hear that. But like, yeah, it's just
you gotta hear this thing, man. This one is. It came from a post where a guy he just kind of just. I know him personally. He's kind of a serious pro black individual. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. Where is it at? Let me see. I know he ain't pull it down. Where is it at?
he probably did. If he did, you know it didn't make no sense.
Hold on. Here you go. No. Wait a minute. Is that it? No, this ain't it.
That's
This it right here. This it right here. Okay, this was a share. I'm gonna shorthand this by a whole lot because I don't want this to be like seriously too long and over you people's good head.
Just hit the main points.
Okay, this was basically a man posted about Dion, saying that Dion was basically considerably almost like a snake. So let's listen to this. It says, white men have gotten ultra wealthy exploiting the hopes, dreams, and inadequacies of our black boys. So many are accepting that it's okay for a black man to do it too. Prime came to Jackson State because he couldn't get the job he was initially seeking at a Power 5 Florida State. He took the Jackson State job claiming God spoke to him to go there and save black boys and make them better scholars, athletes, and men. That was his calling, he claimed. Well, Prime turned out to be the Prime he has always been. In essence, it was never about our black children and community. Now, I'm going to read a little bit more. Let me read a little bit more because it started. I don't want this part to get missed.
I want to chime in after you read.
Yeah. it was always about Prime. But like in the story of the man on the road who helped the snake asked the man for help, promising he would not bite him. The man put the snake in his pocket and walked a couple miles. When the snake got to where he wanted to be, he bit the man. The man cried, dying, screamed, "How could you bite me?" The snake, wiggling away, said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up. It must be the money." Prime has never been anything else or cared about anything else but Prime. He used black boys' bodies, communities, culture, and institutions to get the validation he has been seeking, leaving a wake of pain, hurt, deception, and lies. I hope and pray the boys, families, and communities he misled can ultimately heal and trust again.
Can I cut in?
Yeah, go ahead.
What I want to say about that is, what did Prime have to gain from this more than what the school had to gain and these kids had to gain?
Mm-hmm.
Prime was already Prime. He was already in a position. Money is not a problem. You can't say it's about money. You can't say he sold out. He didn't actually have to coach. He has plenty business opportunities he could have went. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He did this because it was in his heart to do it. And like us as people want to sit and make it like he sold out. For one, he didn't even have to become a coach. He could have been on a lake or somewhere chilling. Mm-hmm. He's a Hall of Famer. Football player, man. Mm-hmm. Prime time. Y'all, I don't think y'all realize who this is. He's not just an average Joe. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's a black, successful man. Mm-hmm. You know? So, like I said, like, he had nothing to gain from this more than what the school and these kids had to gain from it. So how is he a sellout? Mm-hmm. And now that the man has touched black communities, he's proven he can do it. He did his job. He lived up to his obligations as a coach, what he was doing, what he was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Now that he wants to go touch another race or another community, now he's a sellout because he's preaching unity. He wants to help everybody. So he's a sellout now? Come on, man. Like, I can see if he didn't look out for his own, but he looked out for his own before he decided to go to Colorado. Mm-hmm. So let's be real, people, man. You know, I'm sorry I had to cut in, but I had to speak my mind. Like,
a lot of this is key to understanding. This is what we live in now, though. And I'm glad that I'm not gonna sit here and hate on Prime for the fact of the decision he made. And for me, in my closing, because Q just basically gave a closing, he didn't know that was a good closing for his personal feeling. For my closing, I'm gonna say this: remember what all of you do. Y'all always do what's best for y'all. Yep. Don't sit here and act like y'all don't do what's best for y'all. Y'all always do what's best for y'all and y'all family. Just because he's who he is and he's brought that much excitement to the black community as far as the black college goes, let's not hate on this man for making a decision that he wants to make.
Yeah.
Y'all are still gonna be judgmental regardless of whether if he made a decision or not made a decision. Y'all are gonna find some kind of way to distract what greatness that he has brought to the college football world, especially the HBCU college football world. Now, it's never too late to make a decision to be great. Remember that. It's never too late to make a decision to be great.
Yeah.
It's all about Prime. Hey, it's all about Prime. Hats off to Prime. What can we do? He's gone. He's in Colorado.
Yep.
He jumped on the red eye immediately after the game and went straight to Colorado and started putting it all together. He's already there.
But listen though, he accomplished the mission that he was set when he was where he was at.
There you go.
That's the thing. He lived up to his expectations. So always remember this: for the people that's bashing him, remember to put in the undefeated season. Remember to put in the good things that he's done, the money he's gave to these communities. When you call him a sellout, call him a person that gave back, sellout. Call him a person that helped kids and gave them confidence, sellout. His own black kids, put them in positions, put a school in a position like where it wasn't even getting recognition. Call him a sellout about that. You get what I'm saying? So list all his achievements that he's done when you call him a sellout, please. That's all I'm saying.
Now, if you and anybody that's watching, show us some love. Not Just Music Podcast. Please tap into us. Stay tapped into us. Check us out on all social media network except for let's just say Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Not Just Music Podcast. Search us. We're there. Tap in with us there on YouTube as well. Not Just Music Podcast. Tap in with us there. Website. Don't forget to donate. Please. Go to our website. Please help us what we're trying to achieve and where we're trying to go. It takes money to get there, and it definitely is a big help. Whether if it's 50 cents, whether if it's a quarter, whether if it's $1, whatever you can give, please.
If it's 100 or 500,
we would love for you to pay us what you feel you can do. If you can't, we're not pressuring you. But it's all love at the end of the day. And remember, we are Not Just Music Podcast.
But we keep it real.
And we keep it honest. And we love y'all. And we will see y'all another time.
Peace.